WMTW, Maine's total weather news coverage.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us here tonight at 11. I'm Steve Otari.
And I'm Allison Ross. Let's check in with Maine's Chief Meteorologist Roger Griswold. Roger, rain is coming our way for our Saturday.
Yeah, but not a complete washout, Allison. I want to make sure that's perfectly clear. Yes, we're going to be dealing with some showers in the morning, but then many hours during the midday and afternoon hours will be dry. In fact, some areas could see some sunshine. Then we get another batch of rain here tomorrow night. Out there right now, about 60 degrees in Portland, upper 50s, Lewiston, Auburn, and in Augusta. And on the satellite, there's not much happening in and around the greater Portland area. Some scattered showers well north of Waterville. There's also shower activity coming across central New Hampshire, now pushing across the interstate. Plymouth reporting some rain, also back toward Lebanon, and all of this sliding in our direction. So that's the first batch of rain that'll come through during the early morning hours. And then we've got more activity off to our west that's associated with a cold front, and that's what will be coming through here probably tomorrow night after dark. But again, in between, there's an opportunity to see some sunshine tomorrow along with breezy conditions. And then when that second line comes through, boy, there could be some rumbles of thunder up in the mountains tomorrow evening. 58 for a low tonight in Portland, 59 in Bethel, Farmington, Windham, all just about the same. And then high temperatures tomorrow, looking at 60s along the mid-coast, upper 60s in Portland, maybe some 70s where the sunshine breaks through early enough. So showers arrive overnight, breezy, mild again tomorrow, and a steadier rain here Saturday night. We'll talk more about the weekend forecast. Look at the 8-day forecast, all coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Steve?
Roger, thank you. COVID-19 hospitalizations went down over the last month, but health officials are still cautious about another spike in cases that could come this winter, particularly around the holidays. CDC's #1 piece of advice right now: get the COVID-19 vaccine before any gatherings or travel. And they say face masks are still a must if you're going to be indoors. An FDA advisory panel endorsing the Johnson & Johnson booster shots today.
But there are some key differences from the Pfizer and Moderna boosters. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest from Los Angeles.
Millions of Americans who've received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine now one step closer to a second shot.
19 out of 19 unanimous yes votes.
An FDA advisory panel voting unanimously to recommend booster shots for anyone 18 and older at least 2 months after getting the single-shot vaccine.
We have millions of recipients that have been waiting for answers, and generally they've been left in the dark, and finally now they have a path to getting that additional protection.
Data from Johnson & Johnson show a booster 2 months after the first shot increases protection to 94% against symptomatic disease and up to 100% against severe disease. Panel members wanted to see more long-term data and cited lower overall effectiveness of the J&J vaccine. In the end, the panel recommended boosters to be given to J&J vaccine recipients 2 months or more after the first dose. Pfizer and Moderna boosters recommended for 6 months later.
What we're seeing is that this is a group with overall lower efficacy than we have seen with the mRNA vaccine, so there is some urgency here.
The advisor is also discussing whether J&J should have been a 2-dose vaccine to begin with, the company defending the need for a single-shot option during a pandemic.
The best thing you can do is get out there and vaccinate as much of the population as quickly as possible with one shot.
The booster developments come as millions of Americans make plans to gather for the holiday season. The CDC updating its guidance saying, quote, the best way to minimize COVID risk and ensure that people can safely gather is to get vaccinated or get the booster if you're eligible. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The Maine CDC reporting 551 additional cases of COVID-19 in our state, brings our 7-day average to just over 412. 5 more people have died from this virus, including one person under the age of 20 today. 166 people are hospitalized and 60 are in the ICU.